Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60 and Me. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. Thank you so much for being here. It's a gorgeous day here and I just feel so energized. I decided to wear my funky necklace that I purchased about 6 months ago and I've never had an opportunity to wear it. I found this little dress which is very lightweight. I've had it for travel for years and I thought, oh, this is perfect. It would look great. So I think it does. But it was really funny. I had these little earrings I was going to put on as well, little hearts. Then I thought, I think this necklace is all by itself. I think it just needs its own time, its own space. But, it was one of those necklaces. I saw it. I have to move way back to see the whole thing. I bought it at a little charity shop in the UK and I really loved it. And I thought, gosh, where am I ever going to wear this? But now I'm sitting back a little bit from the desk today so that you can see the necklace. But I hope that's not too distracting and that you can hear me, because I talk into my phone when I do these videos and I need to make sure that you can hear me, because the little microphone in the phone's quite a way away. But anyway, here we are wearing new necklaces, having fun in life, and welcome to 60 and Me. Now, I've got a cup of tea this morning. I've got my Twinings. It's black currant and blueberry. I thought it kind of matched the blue theme. And it's just a nice fresh tea for the summer months, whenever you're watching this. But anyway, it's kind of a purpley color, but it's very cool. I'm going to have a drink. It's really nice. Okay, I hope that you're doing okay. I've got a topic today that might be relevant if you're watching this in the summer. It's to do with holidays. Now, a lot of people are struggling financially to take a long trip or a cruise or something, and they're doing things closer to home. And I love this idea. One of our bloggers, Anne Owen, wrote this article, and I've just been reflecting on it and applying it to my own strategies when I travel. And so much of what she suggests for local travel is just so easy to do and fun. So if you're going to do what's called a staycation and stay close to home, here's some ideas. Now, a lot of people have become staycation experts because they do this as a matter of course. It's the cheapest way to travel, and you have some other benefits. Like there's no packing. Everything's there in your closet. You can just help yourself to it. There's no, sort of worrying about the sheets or how clean the accommodation is. It's your house. You do what you want. And you could take as many shoes as you want. You can do anything. You're in your home. And if you do it with the right mindset, you can actually make it feel like you're in a hotel or in an Airbnb. I mean, for example, put some flowers on the table next to you, a little journal book with a pen. Just make it feel like a place that you would go for a holiday. And then, of course, there's no extra travel expenses. You can have, fresh water anytime you want, and you don't need to complain to the manager because you're the manager, right? Anyway, it's a really cool way to travel. Now, the first thing she suggests you do is to visit the information center in your town. That's always got great information for tourists and other visitors, so you can do it for yourself. Just pretend you're a visitor and gather all the information. You'll be surprised what's in your town that you may not have thought of. And she gives some ideas. I think there's like 10 of them or 12, but I'll just go through a few. And the first one she suggests is one that I always do when I go to a new town. Always. And you can do it in your own hometown if they have these. And that's these hop-on, hop-off buses. Now, if you're going to do a staycation in your town or your village, you may not have a hop-on bus, of course. But if you live close to a city, even 20-minute ride on a bus or train or drive, go ahead and get the hop-on bus in that town or city. They're actually everywhere now. And they're very cool because they show the highlights of the town. They're not too expensive. They're about $12, and you get to be a tourist. You sit on the top of the bus or in the bus and put on your hat and your sunglasses, and you just go around the town like all the tourists, with all the tourists. And then you can talk to them. You can have conversations. It's kind of a fun way to explore your own town. Take a walk. Just walk in your town as if you were just a visitor. Not that you're going from A to the grocery store or, you're going to the shops. Just take a walk around your neighborhood, around your town. And do it in the afternoon if you can, because it's lovely when the sun is setting, and just wander down. I mean, for me, I try to wander down by our lake once every few days. I'm not right by the lake anymore, but it's just a nice way to spend an afternoon as part of your staycation. Another thing to do is go to the movies. If it's hot, this is a great way to stay cool. I know in India, they actually throw you out after the first showing because people go to the movies just to stay out of the heat. But it's a good idea if it's hot, go to a movie. Pretend you're on holiday and you're going to a movie and go to something maybe that you never would have seen, some movie that you don't even wouldn't have cared about normally. But just go as a visitor. Another is to take a sunset cruise. If you have a river or a lake near your house, or just pretend, go sit by the water somewhere. You can actually go on a sunset cruise. You can get, sometimes you can buy dinner and have a special meal. There's ferries that go around a lot of towns with lakes as well. And those are great. It doesn't have to be a river cruise or anything fancy. Just a little get on the ship and just have a picnic lunch if you can do that, or just buy a small sandwich or a snack and a drink, and just enjoy the cruise. Just pretend you're on a fancy cruise. You can go to sports events. You can just have a picnic lunch somewhere. This is a good one. It's very little expense. You just have to make a sandwich or a little basket. It's funny, whenever I go to Luzern, which is a town near me. I love it for traveling and visiting. I always take a little packed lunch. It doesn't matter that I save that much money. I could probably buy a little sandwich for $3 or something, but I always make a lunch and put it in my bag so I can feel like I'm going somewhere. Like it's like a little holiday. And this staycation mentality is, you don't have to do it all like weeks at a time. You can do it every time you travel or go somewhere. Just a little treat for yourself. You can visit your local museums. Now, this is something that I always forget. And in our town, we've got lots of museums that change their exhibitions regularly, so you don't have to be bored. And that's another nice thing to do. Go to a museum or a science museum, art museum. Maybe there's a history museum for your town. Perhaps your town has an interesting story to tell. I think that's a really cool staycation activity. Another one is to go window shopping. Grab a friend if you like to shop with friends, or just go by yourself and just wander. If it's warm, pop in and get some air conditioning and have a little lunch together. Just don't necessarily buy anything, just window shop. That's what tourists do. When you travel, don't you do that? You go and get into the town and then you say, I'm not going to buy anything, I'll just look, and you wander. Just wander in your own town. Another thing to do is read a book. Now, my computer broke. It was a while ago, but it was so memorable because I was so dependent on it that when the computer broke, I had nothing to do. So I had to pretend I was on holiday. For 3 days, my computer was in the hospital, and I read. I took a book. I read 3 books. I read the Guernsey Literary Club. I read another one about the Isle of Skye. And I read another one. I'm reading A Gentleman from Moscow now, by the way. It's really good. Have you read that book, anybody? It's a very good book. Really good. Anyway, read a book. That's a nice thing. It's the type of thing you do when you go on a holiday. You think, I'll take a couple of books with me. I'll catch up on my reading. Do it at home. Just do it. Another thing is to see a show. Another is to take a city walking tour. I'm talking now generally because in parts of Europe, this is very common. Even if it's a fairly small town, they have walking tours. In the US, maybe not so much, but you might have a historical walk, or, your city might have a tour of the old town if there is like an older part of the town that's been renovated. So anyway, you've got lots of choices, but just walk around your town and do it to gain knowledge and also just to have fun and learn. That's good for your brain. It's good for your spirit. It's good for your heart. Learn something new about your city or town. That's kind of the thing. And, as the author Anne says, it's really useful to take yourself out of the town in the context of what you do there. Like if you work there, you know where you drive to work, you know where everything is. But if you're trying to do it out of that context, go places that you wouldn't normally go. Or get together with a friend that you can show them around, or invite someone to come visit. But anyway, it's all about exploring your own hometown and loving what you have, rather than desiring always to be somewhere else. Enjoying the grass where you are. It's green enough. So I hope that you've enjoyed this little chat and that you are inspired to have a staycation at home. Have you ever taken a staycation? Have you ever stayed at home and said for 3 days or 5 days, I'm going to do this, and just visit all your local places, go to the museums, hop on bus? Have you done that? I'd really like to know your story. If you live in a city, tell us what you've got to offer, what you found was available that you didn't know. Okay, everybody. Well, thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Go and do something that makes you feel good today, wherever you are. And just know that you're here as part of this community and we treasure you. Okay, have a wonderful day, everyone. Take care. Speak soon. Bye-bye.